Hello everybody, Dokkan here. Welcome to another Dokkan Battle video. Hype is upon us, baby. So, of course, after everything was announced regarding the Part 2 characters for the Global Dokkan campaign, we have this little announcement here, a Dokkan Now special that's gonna show us the Part 2 celebration and everything in regards to it, of course, including the sexy man himself. I mean, my god. First and foremost, this is a Dokkan original, by the way, just adding that into the mix. Dokkan original Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because of course Gogeta doesn't do the Dragon Fist, so this is gonna be ever so tasty. Of course, there is a conversation that needs to be had, because of the fact that a lot of people were expecting this to be Gogeta and Omega. This has left away, other options to be done for a proper standalone Vegito Blue or a proper standalone Super Vegito that we haven't had in ages. So that's a conversation for another day. But for this video, we're gonna talk about everything that's coming up in regards to the celebration, right? So shout out to Dokkan World, of course, able to see some nice and interesting things coming into the play here. So of course, this is the full artwork of our boy, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. It's funny because unfortunately, no Omega Shenron full art, right? We're just seeing the small art right here for this guy, right? And of course, over on this little picture right here, we basically can't see the full art of Gogeta. Another thing is though, man, I really want Omega to be pretty strong so they can give him a chance, and I don't want him to be shafted, man. I don't. But even now with the announcements and everything, he's already getting shafted because he's not even shown, right? I think I saw that when the reveal happened on the YouTube page, it's trending. It's a trending broadcast for like 45 seconds, and it's like trending like number 31 or something like that. That's how much hype this man can pull, man. It's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the things that are going to be brought up in part 2. So everything that's coming up, right? So we're getting this. I think this is this available now? Yeah, it is. So I think everybody can start using these guys. So the LR AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the LR STR Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, and the AGL LR Super Baby 2. I know a fan of the channel that is going to be pretty excited for these news. Have gotten, will soon be streamed for a limited time, so it's not available just yet. Okay. I thought that he was going to be live, but I don't know. But that's pretty good because this makes it so that the characters established in the category are going to be buffed alongside, of course, and many other characters, right? But categories that these two have in common is, of course, grade 8 power, right? Because all of these characters are in this category. I don't know if this is going to be like me launching speculation of, oh, well, Gogeta could lead that category, right? I don't know if that could happen. I'm thinking maybe GT Heroes could be the lead for the category itself. Again, we had to wait because during this broadcast, we'll be able to see more as to what the leader skill is. Again, they're providing information on new events and a new character plan for the part 2 celebration. So everything is going to come down, which, by the way, this is 6 a.m. 6 a.m. my time. That's a pretty gnarly time to put up a stream, but hey, we'll be live for it. I'm hopeful that it's not a lengthy broadcast, but we'll see. But yeah, we're getting characters strengthened for a limited time, so that's pretty good. We'll be able to see these amazing bad boys getting their rejuvenization basically in the game for a limited amount of time. But yeah, forgotten, but what does that say? Forgotten but not gone. Good old 17. I am thinking that they could give this guy an ECA during the celebration. I'm a firm believer. If they want to help GT bosses, that could be the best thing ever, right? because Omega might lead that category already, right? So there's upcoming content here. I'm not sure. I think this is only shown on the JP side of things, because this was, yeah, 11 hours ago, 4 a.m. But yeah, apparently we're gonna get a new LR. I think this is a free-to-play character that we can acquire. It's LR Nuova Shenron. Or it's a new event versus Nuova Shenron, but this is a completely new art, it seems. And of course, there's the little LR here. I'm assuming this is just trying to get LR Omega Shenron. So, very interesting. Again, more help for GT bosses, the better. A lot of people were expecting maybe a free-to-play team, just like we got for Samasu and Goku Black, you know, trying to help the team out. But hey, I mean, I'm not upset about this. We'll see further down the line what it'll help, right? Because again, GT bosses, man, we need some help. This most likely will happen during the celebration, right? The GT boss rush for that Red Sun stage. We'll possibly see it. We haven't been able to. We'll get more information, I'm pretty sure, further down the line. The global Dokkan campaign special battle 2025 will also get updated with these new 2 stages, of course, adding the Omega and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta right here. So we'll see how difficult it'll be, right? Dude is out here with his kids. That's crazy. Then, of course, we're getting the culmination of Daima. Basically, just Super Saiyan 4 Goku versus Goma. We'll see that actually happen on the story event. I'm hopeful that this is going to be the celebration for September. We'll see. Then, of course, we're getting this stage added. It says new stage added. So it's just going to be GT, Dragon Ball GT with EX skill orbs. So we can be able to acquire those. Not bad at all. I don't know if there's anything else coming in, but yeah, a new event is here. Defeat the Blazing Sun Warrior in a true sword fight. Clear the mission to get LR Nuova Shenron as an ally. So basically, we're going to be farming up a new character. Again, if it helps the team out, then I'm completely fine with them doing this. Granted, again, GT bosses as a whole, I'll bring up the category in here just so that we can look it up here. But GT bosses as a whole right now, it's not looking ever so great, right? We're still in very desperate need of making this a whole category, but this isn't just GT heroes, right? Let me see, somebody, did this guy on Shadow Dragon Saga? He is, yeah, okay. So yeah, GT bosses, man, we need the help. We really desperately need the help, because GT bosses is not a real category. Most of these characters are useless. This guy could get a nice little super ECA. The fact that it could be a standalone Omega Shenron, because of course we don't know. They might transform, right? It's like the Super Saiyan Gohan. He's on transformation boosts. Actually, no. I mean, the same name will be Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So if you pair up another character with the same name, it's not going to be happening. But the Super ECA for this guy is imminent. It could happen during the celebration. Super ECA for this guy could also be pretty good. An ECA for this Super 17 can also be good. But yeah, this team, as you guys can see, it needs a lot of help. Not a lot of people will have this character, because of course these are the 60% support units, which they're showing up once in a blue moon. Then the limited time buffs really help out, but it's not the same as what we just got for a super class, like the super bosses setup that got a humongous amount of help, right? With various other characters that we can be able to use on the team. They have different names. We can be able to compose a team with them, things like that, right? Like if I were to join into the celebration, GT bosses, right? We get the new Omega. I would love to have a free-to-play lineage of like Shadow Dragons. It could help. It could help the team. I know that a lot of people were wishing for clones for Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, which is not bad, but that ultimately will continue improving a team that has the options to be really freaking good. However, we don't have a proper GT bosses lineup. So I feel like they would do good by helping out this team a lot better than the other like super class version of the GT, right? So like having a GT category as a whole, just merging both categories together, that would be so good. And if they do that, of course, we can be able to utilize everybody in the team instead of just like relying on GT bosses. However, there are some characters listed in this already that depend on having GT bosses as their lineup, right? So for example, this guy right here is providing support. What they can do is maybe they change everything. Oh, GT, just a GT Saga, right? GT Saga, and that influences not only the extreme classes or the bosses, but also the heroes, right? If they can do that, they will have to do a complete overhaul on this, and I feel like they can do it because there's not a lot of characters that have certain sections in their passives that is like, oh, we help GT bosses, right? We provide buffs for GT bosses right here. No, just change everything altogether, right? Because they can do it. They have the capabilities of doing that. Just some minor tweaks and instances of code fixing, but they can definitely remove that category and then revamp it so it can just be GT Saga and add everybody from GT in there, whether it be bosses, whether it be heroes, and just helps out Omega Shenron, which I'm pretty sure I'm hopeful he's gonna be really ultra dominant, but he's not gonna help out at all, right? The hype is for this man right here. Everybody's very, very incredibly hyped for him, and I've been hearing a lot of things non-stop about him. So yeah. So of course we'll see once we get closer into the little live broadcast here. We'll see if we get some news beforehand. We could get a data download tomorrow night prior to this Dokkan Now special. Now I'm thinking that this happened during the anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. Like they did I don't know if they actually did this, like a very early preview of a Dokkan Now, like a very early showing, and the banners came out like a few hours after this, like 12 hours after this. Imagine, I'm pretty sure the banners could come out as soon as like the afternoon of the 23rd. That could be crazy. Hopefully they can be able to do that, right? So, but yeah, let me know down in the comments below what do you guys think, man. I am pretty excited, of course. You guys know how much I love Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I haven't been able to divulge a lot of like my favorites of all time, like my favorite fusions and things like that. But of course, GT is one of my favorite sagas. I know that a lot of people hate on GT and everything, but man, I love GT so much. And when Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta came to the play, oh, it's so good. But yeah, we'll be live, of course, whenever this comes up, and we'll be able to see things that are happening. Maybe they can let us know when the banners are going to show up. We'll, of course, be able to keep an eye out for that and then provide any other additional news that this may entail, right? But yeah, let me know down in the comments below your excitement levels. Of course, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Big Daddy, is coming pretty soon. So make sure you guys hit the like button if you can. It supports the channel greatly. It helps me out. It pushes the video out to other people. Make sure to also stay subscribed into the channel so you guys can be able to stay up to date with everything that is Dokkan related. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon.